welcome back to Punisher Month. We are reviewing the Punisher 2004 movie starring Thomas Jane and John Travolta, of all people, directed by Jonathan Hainsley. So this movie, I've seen it lots of times before I've done this. It's probably the reason I'm actually doing this, and have this comic book here, have this T-shirt. Thomas Jane's Punisher is probably the Punisher that got me reading and interested in the character, and that just says something about Thomas Jane's performance in this movie. People still remember him today as the Punisher. I was watching some videos on the Predator movie with, of course, with Thomas Jane in it, and I think even my review and a bunch of other people's reviews, they say, it's Punisher versus Predator. This is gonna be awesome. So people still remember that. That's the incredible thing about this movie. So anyway, let's get right into it. So this movie is about, of course, ex-FBI agent Frank Castle, who goes on a murdering spree because because John Travolta orders the death of his family. Not really the most exciting plot, but it's still really tight because you have great acting, you have fun characters, you have fun moments. This movie really knows how to deliver a Punisher movie while still being taken seriously, but still has its goofy moments. So I won't really say too much about this plot because I really like it and I don't want to spoil too much of it. There's some kind of fun stuff in the opening. The opening is the longest part of the movie, but once you get past that opening, it's pretty good. Like once you get past the origin of the Punisher himself, it's kind of interesting how a lot of these movies and adaptations say Frank Castle's an ex-cop or federal agent or something. Both the 1989 one and this one say he's an ex-cop. Kind of an interesting choice to make there. So, the action in this movie's very well done. There's some good chase scenes. There's a really great fight scene featuring Thomas Jane and Kevin Nash going at it. I really like that scene. I'm pretty sure if there's no way you haven't seen this fight scene before. Even like a snippet, because you've got some just really great moments in there, and it's a lot of fun to watch. There's one particular part that there's kind of a story where Kevin Nash actually got stabbed by Thomas Jane. The prop guy forgot to put the fake knife in when the real one was there, and Thomas Jane actually stabs Kevin Nash in the shoulder, and he takes it like a boss. That is one of the myths around this movie, I guess. Other than that, there is some... It's very much a slow burn, like most modern Punisher movies are. There's the season 1 of Punisher is also a slow burn. This movie's a slow burn. Hell, even Warzone, which is just almost all action scenes, is a slow burn. So if you like slow burn, action, revenge stories, this one's for you. You don't even have to go in knowing who the Punisher is or liking comic books stuff like this. It's a pretty solid action or revenge story. So if you like that kind of stuff, you're going to like this movie. Sometimes the acting gets a little hammy just from John Travolta, because it's fucking John Travolta. When is it not? There's a couple other things that are pretty good in this movie. The one thing I can say about it the most is that, again, Thomas Jane's performance as Frank Castle's really good, like really damn good. Solid stuff. And then some of the supporting cast is pretty good too. You got Ben Foster and Will Patton in here. Ben Foster is playing a character from the comic books, Spacker Dave. Will Patton is playing the second henchman character, so that's pretty good. I can't really say there was any really standout bad acting, this movie still holds up pretty well because a lot of it is practical, which Warzone unfortunately isn't all that practical. But here there's a lot of good effects, stunts. Like this whole movie is really well put together. I would definitely suggest watching this one. You can skip Punisher '89 to watch this one. This one is definitely a lot stronger. It's funny how when I do these reviews, when you have a kind of a solid movie, I have less to say about it because I want you guys to go and watch it and see it for yourselves. But when I have a bad movie, I can go on about it forever. This one's still, I'm still going to talk about a little bit more at length with this one because there's just so much to talk about. Um, there's like again, the interesting bits are more the quirky characters that are in this. You get your side characters in Spacker Dave, Bumpo, and I forget the woman's name. I forget her character and the actress, but basically they're three tenants of the same abandoned apartment complex. I don't know that Frank Castle takes up in. There is also a really fun side character. I've mentioned him already. If you've seen the Punisher video game episodes up to episode 2, Mickey Duca. Mickey is amazing and a lot of fun. Again, I don't want to spoil too much because it's just that good, and I definitely recommend you guys go watching this. So I guess I should get to final verdict for this solid action revenge story based on the Marvel comic books character, the Punisher. I'm honestly going to give this one an 8. It's that good. Tight story, good action, great characters, great acting. It's a lot of fun, and watch it by yourself or with your friends, you're bound to have a good time. So I think that's going to do it for my review. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.